The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man.
Stop everything. Put down your phone. Because what just dropped is the kind of chaos that makes the Kardashians' family feuds look like polite tea parties. Katt Williams just sounded the alarm. And the internet collectively lost its mind. Here's the headline no one expected, but everyone is talking about. Steve Harvey, Diddy. Linked, and Katt is claiming it like he just leaked a classified Hollywood dossier. Forget subtlety, forget whispers. This is public, reckless, and explosive enough to shake the entertainment world to its core. This isn't gossip. This isn't speculation anymore. This is a full-blown conspiracy wrapped in charisma, sarcasm, and the kind of delivery that makes people stop scrolling mid-scroll. Fans are screaming. Comment sections are melting. And trust me, this makes the wildest reality TV plot twists look like child's play. Timing couldn't be crazier. Just when you thought celebrity drama had peaked, Katt reminds us that chaos is contagious, and it spreads faster than a leaked mixtape. Names are being dropped. Allegations are flying. And the internet is collectively losing it. Because once this connection hit the timeline, there was no going back. Brace yourself. This story is messy, it's wild, and it's about to make your jaw drop again and again. The first shockwave hit the internet like a lightning strike nobody saw coming. Katt Williams, never one to mince words, dropped a claim so audacious it made headlines gasp and timelines freeze mid-scroll. Steve Harvey, Diddy. Linked. And suddenly a world of assumptions, speculation, and outright chaos was unleashed. The clip of Katt making the statement surfaced online. Grainy but powerful, and within minutes, the internet went from casual scrolling to full-blown investigation mode. People paused, replayed, and analyzed every inflection, every smirk, every word. Katt's delivery wasn't just serious, it was theatrical. Almost conspiratorial, like he was letting the audience in on a secret Hollywood document they weren't supposed to see. The names involved only amplified the drama. Steve Harvey is America's smiling, family-friendly host, the man who makes motivational speeches feel like personal advice, while Diddy is the mogul whose influence stretches across music, fashion, and lifestyle empires. Put them in a single explosive claim and watch chaos unfold faster than a celebrity feud on a reality TV reunion. Within minutes, hashtags were trending. Clips circulated, screenshots filled Instagram stories, and commentary videos popped up across TikTok. The rumor didn't wait to be verified. It became an instant cultural phenomenon. Fans debated the credibility. Critics questioned the motive. The internet itself didn't just participate, it dictated the narrative. Katt's tone was everything. His mix of humor, incredulity, and seriousness made the claim feel simultaneously like a punchline and a revelation. Every pause, every emphasis, every side glance was scrutinized. The public dissected the clip as if they were forensic linguists hunting for hidden meaning. And then the speculation grew. People cross-reference past events, public appearances, and interactions between the two men, trying to connect dots that may not have existed. Timing, proximity, and coincidence suddenly became evidence. What should have been a single statement morphed into a sprawling conspiracy. Fueled by imagination and social media algorithms that reward chaos, critics immediately questioned Katt's motive. Was this for clout? Was it a misinterpreted joke? Or was it the tip of an iceberg nobody knew existed? The ambiguity only made the rumor more dangerous. The lack of confirmation allowed every theory to feel plausible. And plausibility is all the internet needs to run wild. GIFs and memes turned the situation into a public spectacle. Katt's expressions were repurposed, captions added, and the clip spread like wildfire. Humor and outrage intertwined because in the age of social media, the line between entertainment and scandal is razor thin. People laughed, gasped, and judged all at once. Even without proof, the narrative took a life of its own. Steve Harvey's and Diddy's reputations were now tied to speculation, and every appearance became fodder for discussion. The public dissected past interviews, scrutinized interactions, and reinterpreted lyrics. Every detail was magnified and reframed to fit a story the audience was constructing in real time. By the time the first wave of commentary settled, the story was no longer just a claim. It was a full-blown cultural moment. Opinions solidified. Sides formed. The narrative was alive, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. Katt Williams had lit a fuse, and the explosion had only just begun. Fans debated motives. Influencers amplified the chaos, and social media became a courtroom where judgment required no evidence. What started as a clip had now transformed into a sprawling scandal, with Katt at the center, controlling the conversation with nothing but words, delivery, and timing. And the most terrifying part: nobody knew where it would end. The rumor was now unstoppable, growing faster than any fact-check could catch up. Every reaction, every repost, every comment fueled it further. The story had escaped its source, taking on a life far larger than Katt's original words, and dragging Steve Harvey, Diddy, and anyone nearby into a whirlwind that showed no signs of slowing. This wasn't just messy. It wasn't just loud. It was seismic. And as the world watched, it became clear that the implications would ripple through Hollywood, social media, and pop culture long after the clip stopped trending. The chaos had begun, and the internet was just getting started. Once the rumor hit its stride, the internet didn't just react, it went full-on apocalyptic. The clip became background noise as speculation exploded, spreading faster than a celebrity feud going viral on TikTok. Every timeline was suddenly flooded with hashtags, GIFs, memes, and expert commentary, and nobody needed facts to keep the chaos going. In fact, facts were optional. Drama was mandatory. Memes were the first weapon of choice. Katt Williams' expressions were frozen mid-sentence, overlaid with captions that made his claim feel simultaneously prophetic and hilarious. Steve Harvey's signature eyebrow raises became shorthand for caught in something suspicious, while Diddy's iconic sunglasses were memed to suggest he already knew more than he was letting on. The humor wasn't light, was sharp, merciless, and perfectly timed for virality. Social media users turned the scandal into entertainment faster than PR teams could draft statements. Then came the celebrity-adjacent reactions. Comedians dropped subtle jokes in their routines. Influencers posted cryptic Instagram captions that seemed suspiciously related. Rappers referenced loyalty, betrayal, and power dynamics in lyrics that the algorithm immediately tied to the clip. No one named names, but everyone knew exactly who was being referenced. The gossip didn't need confirmation, it only needed confidence. Pop culture comparisons escalated into absurdity. People compared the situation to a Marvel multiverse crossover where timelines collapse and allegiances shift. Some likened it to a Game of Thrones plot twist where everyone suddenly realizes secret deals have been made for decades. Others framed it as a Black Mirror episode come to life, showing how influence, money, secrecy intersect in ways ordinary people can only speculate about. And the internet lapped it up. Glorilla-style consequences started to appear. Not for her involvement, but for illustrating the collateral damage of being mentioned in a viral claim. Anyone associated friends, collaborators. Bystanders found themselves in the crosshairs of speculation, receiving judgment and scrutiny that had nothing to do with them. The lesson was clear. In viral culture, proximity is punishment. Fans were divided, as expected. Some defended Steve Harvey, citing decades of reputation and professionalism. Others defended Diddy, arguing that influence and visibility don't automatically mean culpability. Then there were those who didn't care about truth, they just wanted commentary. Drama and the satisfaction of picking a side first. The debate became performative, loud, and relentless. With nobody actually listening to anyone else, Katt Williams' delivery made all of this worse. His blend of humor, sarcasm, and incredulity left viewers unsure if he was joking, exaggerating, or revealing. That ambiguity fueled endless debate. People rewatched every pause, every inflection, every gesture, treating the clip like forensic evidence. Every nuance was analyzed, misinterpreted, and then shared as fact. TikTok was a wildfire. Clips were looped, slowed down, and annotated with theories that bordered on absurdity. Some creators claimed insider knowledge. Others admitted guessing, yet spoke with such authority that millions believed them anyway. Accuracy didn't matter. Conviction did. Every expert breakdown became another node in the viral chain. Outrage became competitive. Comment sections turned into arenas where users battled for moral high ground, arguing over credibility, intent, and responsibility. Every rebuttal generated more content. Every opinion, no matter how baseless, was rewarded with engagement. The chaos self-perpetuated, growing exponentially with every refresh. The cheating narrative, whether accurate or fabricated, was easy for the public to consume. It fit neatly into familiar tropes: secrecy, betrayal, and the fallibility of power. Complex realities don't trend. Simplicity does. So the internet chose a storyline that made sense emotionally, even if it made no sense factually. The result? Everyone became a part of the narrative without realizing it. Lyrics, interviews, and past appearances were suddenly treated like confessionals. Lines that were previously playful or unrelated were now dissected as coded messages or foreshadowing. Context became optional. Assumption became law. Even trivial interactions between Steve Harvey and Diddy were scrutinized as if they held the key to the truth. Influencers and content creators didn't just report, they constructed stories. Frame-by-frame analyses, split-screen comparisons, and speculative commentary videos made it feel like Katt Williams had orchestrated a viral storm without even trying. The clip's reach extended far beyond its length, proving that virality doesn't depend on content, it depends on imagination. Public outrage peaked when the discussion spread beyond social media. Podcasts debated it. YouTube channels covered it. Every platform amplified the story, layering analysis on top of speculation. And still, nobody directly involved offered clarity. Silence became as loud as accusation, fueling further assumptions and intensifying attention. The most fascinating part: people projected their own narratives onto the situation. Relationship trauma, trust issues. Fascination with power. Every viewer interpreted the clip according to their own experiences. What began as a celebrity claim became a mirror reflecting the collective obsession with scandal, betrayal, and hidden agendas. Even months later, the digital echo persisted. Every lyric referencing loyalty or secrecy was reinterpreted. Every public appearance by Steve or Diddy was parsed for clues. The original clip became more than a rumor, became a cultural touchstone, a viral moment that informed online conversations, comedy routines, and social commentary alike. The climax of this wave wasn't in the footage itself, but in the reactions it inspired. The internet had turned Katt Williams' words into a full-blown narrative, blending comedy, outrage, theory, and obsession into something unstoppable. It became a lesson in how speculation, charisma, and social media algorithms can turn a single claim into a cultural event. By the time the second wave of viral content settled, the scandal had evolved from rumor into mythology. Steve Harvey's public persona, Diddy's influence, and Katt Williams' audacity were all cemented in the public imagination, intertwined in a story that no one could fully untangle. And just like that, the internet had consumed, judged, and immortalized it all before the truth had a chance to catch up. The scandal wasn't just entertainment anymore. It had become a cultural lens, reflecting how quickly reputations can be reshaped, narratives can be spun, and silence can be weaponized. The drama had grown larger than life, and the fallout was only beginning. The fallout didn't hit like a headline. It crept in quietly, the way real consequences always do. Public perception shifted subtly, almost imperceptibly, but enough to change the trajectory of reputations. Steve Harvey, the affable, family-friendly icon, suddenly had an invisible shadow hanging over every appearance. Every joke, every photo, every motivational speech was now scrutinized under a lens sharpened by speculation. People weren't just asking if Katt's claim was truth, they were wondering what it meant for everything they thought they knew about him. Diddy, too, felt the subtle weight of the narrative. Influence and fame didn't protect him from suspicion. His business dealings, collaborations, and public appearances were interpreted through the prism of Katt's claim. What once seemed mundane now carried subtext. Every casual smile became fodder for debate. Every luxury photo became a symbol in a larger conspiracy. The internet doesn't need evidence, it only needs a story that feels explosive. Collateral damage was inevitable. Figures tangentially associated, even innocently, became part of the conversation. Friends, collaborators, and colleagues experienced scrutiny simply for being in proximity. The lesson was clear in the age of viral leaks. Association alone can be punishment. Fans and critics alike solidified their opinions. Steve Harvey was suspected. Diddy was questioned. And Katt Williams was simultaneously a truth-teller and provocateur. Labels stuck because the public prefers simple narratives to messy reality. Nuance is heavy. Drama is shareable. Even behind the scenes, relationships shifted. Allies became cautious. Invitations waned. The entertainment ecosystem subtly adjusted, proving that silence or absence can communicate more than statements ever could. Careers didn't implode, but they subtly reoriented around perception. Months later, the echoes of the claim remained. Every public appearance, every lyric, every subtle interaction was dissected. Katt's clip had become a case study in virality. How one voice, one allegation, and one moment of audacious delivery can reshape cultural conversations indefinitely. The true aftermath. A permanent shift in awareness. Reputations, alliances, and public perception had been recalibrated. The story didn't end. It paused, ready to resurface at the next cultural flashpoint. Scandals like this leave invisible fingerprints never fully erased. Always remembered, the internet didn't demand truth, it demanded attention, and it got it in spades. The moment taught a hard lesson: influence, rumor, and timing can have consequences far beyond confirmation. The names involved would never be seen the same way again. Even without a resolution, the cultural impact was permanent. Every glance, joke, or comment related to Steve Harvey or Diddy carried traces of the speculation. Katt Williams, whether intended or not, had engineered a viral phenomenon that merged humor, audacity, and chaos into something unforgettable. And the most chilling part: the story isn't over. The claim, the speculation, and the internet's obsession remain, waiting for the next lyric, the next clip, the next catalyst to ignite conversation again. Scandals like this are cyclical. They pause, they resurface, and they always leave the audience wanting more. The lesson is clear in the age of viral culture. Perception is power. Silence is loud, and a single clip can redefine the narrative for years to come. What Katt Williams started didn't just make headlines, it altered the way Hollywood, the public, And social media interact with fame, influence, and scandal forever. The internet may have moved on, but the story lingers. The reputations were never the same, the conversations never ended, and the cultural echo is permanent. When chaos hits this hard, it doesn't just pass, reshapes everything in its path. This is the reality of virality: messy, relentless, and impossible to ignore. The lesson? In the world of celebrity scandal, one bold voice is all it takes to shift the entire landscape, and Katt Williams just proved it. All right, listen up, because this is where the story stops being just a headline and becomes your front row seat to chaos. The internet is still buzzing. The rumors are still spreading. And if you think this is the last you'll hear about Steve Harvey, Diddy, and Katt Williams, think again. Scandals don't pause. They reload, they mutate, and they hit harder every time. Drop into the comments and tell me what you really think. Is Katt Williams exposing hidden truths, or is this just masterful chaos designed for virality? Who's really in the wrong? Who's being dragged unfairly? And who's just collateral damage in this Hollywood storm? Say it loud, every comment matters, and I'm reading all of them now. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Because hitting like isn't just support, it's a declaration that you're here for the truth, unfiltered and uncut. Subscribe like your front row seat to every explosive revelation depends on it. Because the rap shocker delivers the scandal before anyone else even knows it exists. Turn on those notifications. The next leaked clip, the next dropped name, the next twist, you want to see it first, not hours late. Around here, drama moves fast, context is optional, and speculation spreads like wildfire. Remember, scandals drop constantly. Opinions clash. And the rap shocker always catches it first. Stay locked in, stay obsessed, and get ready, because the next revelation is already lurking.